see. My last case opened in me a new fear, a real fear, a fear of myself, of what I am, and of what I've always been. All that I was is now lost. Hope, purpose, pleasure, all meaningless. I now walk in the shadows between worlds, and it is there I have finally glimpsed upon what lives in the dark corners of the earth.
This had better be good. What's the beef?
Sorry, Jack. We had to call. This fellow will only talk to you. Name's Victor Holt.
Don't know any. Victor?
He's the leader of this weird cult that moved in here a few months back. Got about 20 followers. They've been causing trouble all over town. Stealing, going through folks' trash, hanging around outside people's homes at all hours. No one ever presses charges, though. They're a screwy bunch. They've got the locals scared. So tonight, we were just passing, doing the normal rounds, when we heard gunshots fired from their property.
Gunshots? Hang on there. No one said anything about gunshots. Who have we got out here?
Yeah, just me, Nichols, and a few new recruits.
Well, that's just great. Lead the way, Robert. I better check out this crazy gang of yours. Did you call for backup?
Yep, you're it.
Great.
What's taking him so long? Something must be wrong.
I think I saw him.
Evening, Jack. Glad you could join the freak show.
How's it looking, Henry?
I don't like this one bit, Jack. Check the alley on the right. Victor Holt's over there in the shadows. He's waiting for you.
Can we trust him?
Nope, but we've got you covered. You better take it slowly, though. They're a bit twitchy.
As I continue to translate the narcotic fragments, I become more and more eager to contact my Yithian masters. These beings truly are gods to us. Their intellect and knowledge surpasses ours in ways impossible to comprehend. I know now just how insignificant mankind is in the universe, a doomed and simple species thrown up as a side effect of an experiment by the elder things. It is a blessing that such flawed creatures as ourselves have such a short and limited future. It's an old stove.
Watch him on the stairs.
That symbol's strange. Looks almost like a flaming eye. I should take a closer look.
Locked. It's locked. It won't open. It won't open.
You seem to recognize me. I don't get it. Poisoning by the looks of it. A diary. This will make interesting reading.
Don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
Ah, we've been expecting you, Mr. Love.
Damn, he recognized me. A key. This should help downstairs.
It's locked. It's unlocked.
Another key. This should fit the door across the hall. What the hell is going on? It seems they've been tracking my movements. The fire's still burning.
It's unlocked.
It appears to be a private study area. It appears to be a private study area. The drawer holds an ancient manuscript. The symbols on it, there are definitely some strange sounds coming from this side of the room. just swell. He's dead. The beam must have fallen and crushed his skull. Medical charts in the human anatomy. Dead bodies, and plenty of them. From the markings, he must have been one of their own. I wonder if he volunteered. Seems like these cabinets are used for storing chemicals and medical equipment. Good God, what the hell is all this? Oh, shit. At least he's out of his misery. The crystal's still warm. This tunnel feels like it's gonna collapse at any moment. It's too hot to pick up. There's no power. It's a similar shape to the slot upstairs. It's a similar shape to the slot upstairs. It looks like something's been removed from it. It's been more than 6 years since I entered that strange house in Boston. But to me, it was just 5 months ago. Amnesia, the doctors called it. Probably brought on by acute mental stress. I remember investigating the far side of the library. There was screaming. According to the police report, they had searched the house for hours, only to find me later collapsed on the floor. When my eyes opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. There was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze. They committed me to Arkham Asylum, where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed. The accounts I've been able to piece together show much of my time was spent in travel and study. I maintained a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cults and dark legends, often in languages unfamiliar to my own. When I reawakened 5 months ago, exactly 6 years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary personality. I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to be. Return to normal life has been a painful process. In recent days, my dreams have been plagued by cosmic landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection. I'm beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years past, that I've told no one else.
Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson. I need your help finding a missing person.
I don't take that kind of job.
Did you get my package?
Hold on. What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Brian Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National grocery store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway. Driver, how far to the stop?
Almost there. I'll drop you at the town square of Innsmouth.
Why lock the gates?
Keeps out wanderers looking for work. You're what those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many come to Innsmouth.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after her own.
Evening.
Aye.
The name's Jack Walters. I'm just visiting.
You don't say, sir. Gilman. Charlie Gilman. I run this here hotel of an evening.
You got any rooms?
I'd not rightly know that for sure. All habits cleaning rooms at present. Them's from out of town can leave a horrid mess.
Talking to this fellow's getting me nowhere, and he's
Stop
more than
your
such creepy.
And
If
there's
I need
for
a room,
hotel
and I'm
staff
desperate,
only.
then I'll come back. It's locked. It won't budge. It won't budge. A dusty assortment of old books. Could you direct me to the First National Grocery Store? I hear they have a shop in town.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, well, you see, I'm looking for a young lad called Brian Burnham. I'm a friend of the family. He worked in the store.
Don't know who you're talking about, fella.
Chit-chatting to him's gonna get me no place fast. It won't open. I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't help you.
It's locked. It must lead to the back of a variety store. The sign says, Innsmouth Poorhouse, in memory of Lady Warnes. It won't open. It won't budge. It won't budge. Evening, Constable.
Constantly, I'm busy. No time for stalkers, strangers.
I'm Detective Jack Walters. I've been hired by the regional manager of the First National.
And I'm Constable Burke, and I'm the law around these parts, and I'm still not talking to you. Now get lost.
That fellow was just stringing me along with a lot of nothing about nothing. It won't budge. It won't open. It won't budge. Excuse me, Constable. Jack Walters.
Robes. Alien robes. What you want?
Could you help out a stranger to this fine port?
Are you being funny?
No, not at all. I'm after directions to the First National. I hear they have a store in town.
Innsmouth don't take too kindly to them from out of town. Get lost, stranger.
He isn't gonna... It won't budge. It's locked. It's locked. It must lead to the back of a variety store. This statue commemorates the men who fought in the Revolutionary War. Hello again.
Yeah?
I'm after directions to the First National Grocery Store.
And I'm busy, so stop your pestering me with questions.
Talking to that fella's a waste of my time.
snooping around what they wanted.
It won't open. It's locked. If you could just answer a couple of questions.
I already told you once. Get lost before I have you arrested.
What the hell for?
Disrupting the peace.
I just want to know if you have any leads on the Burnham lad.
No, but I'm reckoning he's fled to Boston. Plenty of his type that way.
His type?
Troublemakers. Them's not respecting the law.
There's no proof he did anything wrong. If he had the keys, why break into his own store?
Just details. A missing manager in a robbed store makes him guilty by my reckoning.
I'd get more juice, but won't budge. The door's bolted shut. Nothing of interest.
Now, you can't come down there.
The police clearly don't want me snooping around. I need to be more careful. It's unlocked. till's empty. There's a bottle of bootleg rum and a wooden handle. A typewriter. Invoices and receipts. Nothing of interest.
Whoever's down there, you can rock.
It looks like a diary. It's gotta have some clues. Assorted foodstuffs. Nothing useful. The cellar's filled with human remains. Old photos of Innsmouth. Most of them have faded beyond recognition. Nothing of interest. The old printing press appears to have been sabotaged. The door's bolted shut.
Hello, Jack.
Do I know you?
Lucas Mackey. Sorry to startle. Innsmouth doesn't get a lot of visitors. New names spread fast. What are you doing in town, Jack? Hear about the missing Burnham boy?
Not bad. I'm a private detective. My client's a friend of the Burnhams.
Seen the latest press from Arkham? Your boy's been quite busy.
What about you, Mackey? You're obviously not a local. What's your business in town?
True enough, Jack. Nothing too exciting, I'm sorry to say. I'm a government factory inspector. They posted me in this rotten hole to check over the old Marsh refinery. Speaking of which, I've got an appointment with the manager, Jacob Marsh.
Okay. Maybe I'll catch you later. That's the first friendly face I've seen in this damn town. But I've been in this business long enough to know he's hiding something. It won't budge. I'm looking for Brian
Can't say I noticed what you're saying, stranger.
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Can't rightly say I know him.
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
Just leave me be, stranger.
It won't open. I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't rightly says I know him.
Evening. The name's Jack Walters. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss...
Miss will do for now. Welcome to Innsmouth, Mr. Walters.
Thanks, I think.
Take my advice. Do what you must and then leave. Tonight, this port does not cater well to visitors.
While I appreciate your concern, miss, I can handle lousy hospitality.
Very well, Mr. Walters.
Hello again.
Mr. Walters.
Look, miss, I only want a conversation. There's no harm in that, right?
There's plenty of harm. It's not wise to be seen gossiping with outsiders.
How about playing dumb for a few minutes?
No.
She's too frightened to talk to me, but this lady knows something. Hello, Mackie.
Jack, swell to see you again. Any leads on the Burnham case?
Nope. Did you know the lad at all?
Just pleasantries. Seemed a nice enough fella, if a little rough around the edges. Strange business, though. I'd never have figured him as a crook. The First National was a well-run store. A rare thing here in Innsmouth.
Okay, Mackie. Thanks.
Goodbye, Jack. Be careful what you're doing. Very careful. Innsmouth's a dangerous place. Not everyone who visits here ends up leaving by the old bus route.
This Mackie character knows plenty, but I don't think grilling him for scraps of information is going to crack this case. It won't open. It won't open. A storage depot. It's shut. That bridge spans the Monoxid River. It won't budge. Hello, Gilman.
What do you want now?
Strange thing about that Burnham lad.
Burnham? Kent Riley says I know what you're talking about.
That's odd. He was all over the Arkham Press. Must have been a bit of a local scandal.
Them's matters for the police, stranger. Innsmouth's not a town for rumoring and talking.
He either doesn't know nothing, or isn't going to tell me nothing. Whichever, it won't help my case. How's business?
Can't you see I'm busy? Stop bothering me with your talking.
Sorry.
I'm plenty sure you are.